Hi, this is Joe Delbridge here again with the Al-Sawalim Company. And today we're interviewing Grace Steele. Grace is a recent graduate from Full Sail University with a master's degree in internet marketing. Welcome, Grace.
Good morning.
Hi, so thanks very much for coming on camera and sharing a bit of your story with everyone. So will you start with just sort of a brief introduction of yourself and where you live? And
I am from San Antonio, Texas. I'm obviously not from here. I'm from the Philippines.
Oh,
but
wonderful.
yeah, being new here, being an immigrant, there's so much nice things, but there's also a lot of challenges. A lot of that I have seen before was that my experience from home either does not translate or is not enough for me to practice here, both as an entrepreneur or as an employee. Plus, with the industry I'm in, with web development and with anything computer that's always evolving, I have to always be continuously studying. And then came internet marketing. So I have always been building websites, but then my websites are just pretty, but not visible, not findable. And so
Okay.
I came to the discovery of the whole range of internet marketing stuff. And so I went to Full Sail University for the credentials. It's not that you can't learn this by self-research, but it's always good to have the right credentials for it. And plus, there's no substitute for actual formal schooling. Of course, people can say that you can Google this. There's always stuff from YouTube or from Linda. You can even pay for it. But there is just really and truly no substitute for hardcore schooling. And I went ahead and did that.
That sounds great.
Yeah, so that was it. I'm a foreigner struggling to get my name out in the market here. That's why I'm currently rebuilding my portfolio website, and I'm just trying to pour in it what I have done in the past, and hoping that in the near future I can strike out on my own. I'm not there yet. I'm praying for it.
That's great. So when you came to the United States, how long have you been in the U.S.?
6 years now.
Okay, 6 years. And when did you graduate from Full Sail University?
Last year, June.
Okay. And was part of the reason that you came to the U.S. to get more education, or did that happen out of necessity once you got here?
It's out of necessity, to be honest with you.
Sure. Okay, so you found that that having that degree from here might be helpful in attaining your goals.
Yes, yes, and it definitely is. Starting to show that it's helping out. People ask me either just clients, independent clients, or for when I am applying for work, and I mentioned that I have a Full Sail degree. That's an instant qualifier right there.
Okay, that's great. So you mentioned that you're building your portfolio, and are you to find a secure job? What is your goal?
I would be very scared to go in full time on independent practice without having at least 6 months worth of money that can pay the bills, that can sustain me and my children, my family. It's just not a good idea. It's ideal to have something to pay for overhead expenses, basically for sustenance, but me not being there yet, I gotta find employment, but keep doing this on the side so that I can say that I never stopped working this thing. So in any case that the employment I find is not a perfect match to my future goal as an entrepreneur, what I actually want to sell, what products and what brand it is that I'm trying to build. If the employment I'm finding is just, out of, I just want to survive, it's fine, because I never stop doing what I'm doing. So it will just pile up into my portfolio, my experience, and my years. And
when you came from the Philippines, was that one of your goals, was to come here and start a business?
Yes. I've always done it there. With any employment, I always wanted that independent side of me. Sometimes it's just matter of self-esteem. You know you are working for yourself. You know you're doing something that you really, really love. Apart from just working for somebody and earning money, that's fine. You're great. But hey, I'm doing something too that I really enjoy, and I'm my own boss and I'm in control. So
makes sense. Yeah. So the Al Company, as you know, is very supportive of young entrepreneurs, people getting started. And obviously, a lot of people face the same challenges and the same, concerns. What do I do for money? So you've been developing your portfolio, getting your education. Is there any advice that you would give to young entrepreneurs that are kind of in the same position that maybe you're in at the moment? 3
things that really, really matter. Let's start with expertise on the product that you're trying to sell, whether it's a service or a tangible product. You have to be an expert on this. And if it's a craft that you are doing, how confident are you that you are an expert on this? The only way to prove that is you have to have had actual sales. It has to have generated money for you. And how much is dependent on the industry. Say, for example, I'm building a website. Would 2 or 3 websites be enough for me to prove that I am an expert at building? For me, yes, but for other people, no. I gotta have a whole bunch of stuff in there. And right now, I can't show that yet, so I need more time. Next is, like I mentioned earlier, you have at least 6 months of money put in, that even without employment, even without a salary, you can do this, and you're not going to get hungry. Your children will not get hungry. And more important, if you are a family person. So yeah, money is important. And number 3 is timing. So, and I would say that timing is best determined with a good balance of your expertise in your product and how well you sell it, plus the money. If you are ripe on both, then timing may be good. It's probably the right time for you to go out there and strike out on your own. If the balance is not yet there, you're lacking on money, you've got the expertise, well, don't do it yet. Get a little bit more employment so you can sustain that. Or if you have the money but really don't, you're not comfortable with your expertise yet and you don't quite know how to sell the product, go back to being employed and get some more experience with that. And then when the 2 are sufficient, and that's your timing. And then there's little things that go along with it, like a broad and strong network, because this is your support system. This is your source of information, your source of help, and even your source of clients. And very important for entrepreneur wannabes, right? You have to already have had that circle. And then the last, which is very important for me, is the clear family support. You have to talk to your spouse, or if you are single, your parents. I'm going to do this. So in case you would be needing help, they understand. They have compassion for you. Okay, let me help you with that. Because they can help you with money, they can help set things up for you to where they're not reliant on you to do chores, little things like that. This all piles up and these things matter. But the most important of all, it is from family that you get the peace of mind and the motivation. Well, at least to me, that's really an important factor.
That is fantastic. Yeah, very inspiring. And on behalf of the Al Company, I want to definitely thank you so much for your time. I find what you shared to be very inspirational, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to really enjoy it. So thank you so much, Grace.
Not a problem. Anytime I can help.
Okay, wonderful. Well, have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.